He's just one of those guys who, in the city of Watkinsville, I mean, everybody knows who Will is.
I mean, they call him for the good, they call him for the bad.
Will's a good friend of mine.
The community really is his heart. He wants to give back in whichever way he can.
Sergeant Horton's life of service started with him serving in the Army for 7 years, then working for the Georgia Forestry Commission for 6. He still works for the Watkinsville Police Department and has for 14 years. He's also volunteered at the Oconee County Fire Rescue Station No. 1 for 18. Sergeant Horton has always felt drawn to this life of service.
I think it's a calling. I was predestined to be in something in public safety.
Law enforcement is a passion that Sergeant Horton knew he was going to be a part of from a young age.
I always wanted to know when I was little how everything worked in a patrol car or what all the buttons were in a fire truck.
He also made himself a promise.
I knew if I ever got big enough or strong enough, I would never sit around and settle for watching somebody be mistreated and I couldn't do something about it.
Sergeant Horton not only wants to help protect this community, but he wants to know this community personally.
He takes the time to get to know everyone on a personal level.
And that's because Sergeant Horton believes that
you should always have time for people, no matter how busy you are.
He aims to know the members of the community that he works in on a personal level, and is overall important to the city of Watkinsville because
He's committed his life to public safety through the military, and now with the police department and fire department helping people. That's what he wants to do, is help people all the time.
He's a good man that's involved in his community and always trying to give back in whichever way he can.
He knows everybody. I think that makes him very valuable, and I think that the citizens of Watkinsville feel very fortunate that they can call on a fireman or a police officer, depending on which role they need, and talk to them as a friend.
The more that you go and see these people and the more they're familiar with you as a law enforcement officer or as a member of the community, the better off things are going to come out in the long run when it comes to dealing with those situations.
Honesty, respect, courage, and commitment. Those are the 4 principles in life that I live by.
Nixon Norman, Grady Newsource.